welcome back to Everyday Whiskey. I'm Mike.
And I'm Dan.
And this week we are doing another Jack Daniel's Vertical, if you may.
This one's a big one. I'm excited for this one.
Yeah, it's going to be pretty interesting. What we got going on is we have the 10-year, and we have the 10-year. But this 10-year is the first batch. This is the second batch. So we'll do a little comparison side by side.
See which one of those is better. And then we've got the coup de grace.
And then we got the 12. So what I think we'll do is we'll compare this to this. Then we'll kind of compare these as a whole, 10-year versus 12. And then we'll see which one out of all three
We'll
is
see what the extra 2 years in a barrel does.
Yeah, we'll see which one's actually better out of all three. So yeah, that's really all.
Yeah, in a normal rating system, 1 through 10, decimal points included.
Yes.
So with that being said, let's get into the Jack Daniel's madness here.
Batch one, they're all the same proof.
Yeah,
right?
48.5 for the 10 years, and then the 12 years 107.
All right, good. Oh,
all right.
So we've done this on an episode.
Yeah, I don't remember.
Correct?
I just don't remember
either.
like what the context of the episode was, though.
So you want to give a rundown on this one again? Just a brief one?
I don't remember what I
10
said.
year?
Yeah, so it's the Jack Daniels, and it's aged 10 years in a barrel.
Yeah, that's really all.
No, honestly, like these are basically it's a hand selected. Oh yeah, I gotta pour myself. They're hand selected small batches that are saying selected a lot, but selected by the master distiller himself, and then basically blended into, I guess, what he would call like his ideal 10-year batch.
And they are limited
More or less.
releases. How often do they drop the 10-year?
This is once a year. Everything's once a
It
year.
is once
So
a
this
year,
is
right?
like
So this is batch 2 for the second year.
and this is batch 1 of the 12 years. So next year
Okay.
they do batch 2 of the 12 year, and then I guess if they're gonna keep the pattern going, they'll release.
They'll do a 13 year.
They'll do a 14 year technically.
Or a 14. Yeah.
But and then so let's get right into it. So basically the 10 year is just like this was the first age statement that Jack Daniel's had released in 110 years.
Yep.
And it was, I forgot why they released it. It was some sort of anniversary that they were releasing the 10 year for.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was like the anniversary of the last age statement release, which was in 1910. This came out in 2021 or 2020.
Oh God, was this the Swedish Fish episode?
No, that's the Marsala cast finish. Raiders
this
Tears.
one smells like Swedish Fish too. It's got
It's
a lot
very
of cherry
sweet.
notes.
It's a lot of cherry wood. I'll say it's a lot of cherry wood.
There's a lot of sweet notes on this one. Kind of that cherry Twizzler licoricey, Swedish Fishy.
I'm gonna say cherry wood with like hints of like charred oak.
Yeah, I
and,
get
like,
a little oak on the back.
and a slight tinge of nuttiness. All right,
I'm not getting the nuts.
I get a little nuttiness.
All right.
It's lovely. It's very herbal, actually.
The nose matches the palate
And then
quite well.
dude, a little herbal up front, then just peanuts. It's all peanuts.
I'm still getting all the red fruits.
These nuts.
I'm getting a lot of red fruit on mine.
I gotta go back to it if you're getting red fruit. But
Cherry, like red vines, Twizzlery, sweetness.
I
There's
get
a
that.
lot of sweetness in this. A little spice, but mainly sweet.
I'm getting the sweetness, but I really am getting like that kind of that roasted
You're getting
peanuts.
peanutty?
Yeah, I don't know, man. I just keep getting peanuts. We actually had a comment today saying that we talk too much.
Oh, well.
So we can sit here in
Too
silence.
Yeah, I can do that.
That would be hysterical.
I don't know, man.
I don't know. It's good. It's very
I do
good.
like
Either
it.
way, it's very good.
I like it a lot.
I don't know.
It's very different from
And-
regular Jack.
Yeah, no, you like.
Very
I
different.
think if you got blindfolded and like Jack Daniel's like limited releases, all their single barrel releases, aside from the rye, just because rye has its own palate, they all have this little slight like peanut oil taste to them.
Yeah.
To me, all of them, just like Wild Turkey does. It's very similar to Wild Turkey. The only difference is like obviously this is charcoal filtered. They're using a slightly heavier char than Wild Turkey uses. But I still, to me, I maybe because I'm just having it a lot, obviously.
Yeah.
I taste the peanut oil. But for me, I'm going to go, I'm going to start this off at a very, like, solid rating, but it's not going to go, like, crazy high.
I have a feeling I'm going to meet you on this one.
I think it's a solid 8.1, realistically. I don't...
I was gonna say an 8, so we could leave it at 8.1.
All right, so 8.1 on the Jack's
It's really
Daniels.
good. It's really good.
So Jack Daniel's 10-year batch 1 gets an 8.1.
Yeah. I like that. It's tasty. I'm gonna do a little rinse-a-roo in my glass.
So unfortunately, that will be not making it. Well, either way, it wouldn't make its way into the whiskeys of 2023 just because it was released in 2021. But
Yeah.
this is a fun comparison here.
Yeah, I'm really so we're a little nerdy. We love doing verticals like this because it helps you know if it is different batch to batch or if they're just kind of, marketing.
Yeah. So this, and also it'll show you kind of what maybe the master distiller is going for, and this is with every company, not just with Jack Daniel's, but you can see like where their head was at with each batch, and these are obviously going to be fresh. These are fresh cracks. So this first pour, we're getting a neck pour here. So
Yeah.
this will be slightly different if we had let these kind of air out a little bit. But Mike and I kind of like to taste what a bottle tastes like as soon as you open it.
Yeah.
Because ideally that is your first impression, and it kind of sucks when you get a bottle where you're like, yeah, I've got to let it sit for like 20 minutes because sometimes I don't want to do that.
Well, that's why I aerate it a little anyway in the glass.
All right, so we'll spin it like wine, and then we'll get into it.
Okay, very, very similar nose.
This nose is denser though. It's not as light.
Yeah.
It's just not as like this. This nose is not as open and airy. This is way more
Now-
condensed.
And I think what contributes to the open and airiness is the fact that this is missing quite a bit.
Yeah, that too. But
So if you don't fill this with argon gas, it will oxidize a little bit, and that will change the profile and the nose.
over time, but that's still at a level where it should retain most of its original.
All around, I'm getting a very, very similar.
Yeah, it's more of it's red fruits on the nose.
Yeah.
It's
So now you're getting more of what I
I get
was
it more
getting
on
last
this now. It's way more intense.
Yeah, pretty much. It's good though.
It's a solid nose. It honestly is very reminiscent of like some Stag Juniors, like with that big cherry bomb nose. And again, these are 90, 97 proof.
It tastes the same.
Yeah, it's really not that much different. And again, these are small batches, so they're blended. And obviously, like we said this in probably one of our first episodes. Like the term small batch, basically in bourbon terms, it's marketing, but also it means consistency.
Mm-hmm.
It allows a company to make the same product over and over and over again and get close, if not the exact same product.
Yeah.
So I think that's what's happening here. I think it's an 8-1 again.
Yeah, I'm going same thing. We'll just leave Jack 10 at 8-1 because
so Jack 10, yeah,
it tastes the same to me.
Yeah, it's really I would say it's minutely different in the fact that I think the palate might have a little more texture to it, but not overwhelming. It's not enough to like.
No, this isn't like Penelope's Architect series where each batch is noticeably different.
Which that series is incredible. If you guys, if you're watching this and you haven't gotten into your Architect series, go out there, spend the money on. I would say skip some steps and get 1 and get 4.
Yeah.
And those are the 2 you want to try.
Yeah,
you'll see.
I mean, you could really pit any 2 almost up against each other though, and they're gonna differ. These not so much.
All right, so this again, now the big one. This is what everyone's been waiting for the whole year. This is what I've gotten phone calls every day, in and out, asking for allocations. When did you get it? Can I have it? How much does it cost? And I'll tell you because I'll tell you what I paid for these 2. It's the same what I paid for that because I did pay retail.
Mm-hmm.
I worked there, so I just got the benefit of being able to buy them without having a hassle.
Yeah.
But I paid retail. So the Jack 10 year is $100.
Okay. That's not terrible.
Last year I actually paid $80 for it.
Okay.
But so it went up $10. And then this goes for about $130 for the 12 year.
Holy shit. Okay. Wow.
So I hope it's worth it. I'm very excited. I recently, within the last probably 8 months, got actually probably more than a year.
Mm-hmm.
I got into all the Jack Daniel's limited releases, and they're an incredible treasure trove.
They do really good on their special stuff, their limited stuff.
Yeah, it's definitely like a wormhole. If you jump down it, you're not coming out of it.
No.
Financially stable. All right. I'm very excited for this.
12 year. I'm gonna go fresh on this one too.
Oh yeah. Fuck, I just poured.
Nah, you're good.
It's fine. I hope it doesn't suck. I really do. I'm gonna be super bummed out. I'm gonna be super bummed out if I'm not
blown away.
Blown away. But like after tasting the small batch, and 8.1 is a really good score. Like
It is.
eight's a really
Eight's
good
high.
score. 8's a high score. It's just like this might be like this was a case of like hype maybe amping everything up, and like there's so much hype to a bottle that it can never live up
No.
to, like, unless it's like, you know, like unicorns and rainbows and whatever you want to call it. Like that's never gonna happen.
Yeah.
But all right, cheers.
Cheers. Same
And-
nose.
Relatively the same.
I get more
again.
cinnamon on this one. Wow. No, yeah,
I
I'm
get
getting
baking
more,
spices.
Yeah,
this,
more
this
spices.
is this is a little different, and again,
More
I think
spices.
they really it really actually is a little more consolidated. Like it's more intense to
Yeah.
me. You get the cherry, you get cinnamon, and I'll say baking spices for
Mhm.
sure.
Yeah, allspice, cardamom, all that fun stuff.
That's really nice nose. It's solid.
Almost smells like Dr. Pepper.
Yeah, a little bit like
It
Dr.
almost smells like
Dr.
Dr.
Pepper with a hint of booze.
Yeah, which would make sense with the cherry and the spices.
Yeah, no, this is fine. Like, no, that's a great nose.
Yeah.
It is different from the 10. I'll say that. There is a difference, a distinct difference.
Okay, let's go.
It's different. It's definitely different from the 10.
I get cola.
That's-
I'm getting cola.
There's no trace of that, like, to me, like, and again, I always get peanut oil on a lot of these Jacks, like, limit releases or LTOs, whatever
Mm-hmm.
terminology you want to use, but I actually get no peanut oil,
No.
peanuts, roasted peanuts, anything like
No,
that.
it
It's
tastes
not-
like flat Dr. Pepper with alcohol.
It's good, though.
It is good.
But yeah, it's a little dry, actually.
It's very dry.
It's a little dry,
Yeah.
but yeah, it's like burnt cola.
It's like cola.
It's like
Dr. Pepper
yeah,
cola
yeah. charred
stuff.
charred cola.
Cola syrup.
This is a nice kickback bourbon. It's good.
It is good.
I don't.
Oh,
I'm not wowed though.
I'm not either.
I was expecting, again, it's the hype. You're expecting
I'm
like
not,
this massive, like I guess reveal, and that's not happening here.
No, I would not pay $130 for this.
No.
I would not
I
pay.
did. I would say I wouldn't either, but I did. So we're here. But
I wouldn't. I mean, no offense, I wouldn't pay $80 for it.
it tastes like $70.
Yeah, it's
Um,
not wow. Like you said it right, perfect. It's not wowing me.
I think it's better than the 10-year. Yes.
You do?
Like a point better. I was
Oh,
gonna go.
wow.
I was going 8.2.
Well, we're gonna have to do some maths.
All right. Well, where are you at on it?
I'm at like a solid 7 on this one.
Really? You're that far
I
down
am.
on it?
It's just not impressing me.
All right. So let's say
Taking into consideration the everything,
8.27,
the hype, the cost,
7.7.
I can meet you there.
All right. So shockingly, 7.7 out of 10.
Yeah, I went down on this. I don't know. I love Dr. Pepper. I love Coke.
Like, and
But,
again,
like,
like we're tasting.
I don't know.
we're-
It's just
Yeah, we are tasting the neck pour, and this is a legitimate like knee jerk reaction.
yeah.
Like I bet if people sat down with this and really dissected it and spent 2 hours going
Mhm.
back and forth with it, yeah, you're gonna have a more elaborate answer than we just came up with. But for someone who's at a bar who gets a glass, by
Yeah.
chance, this is the experience you're gonna have. All right, all in all, so the Jack 10-year wins.
Yeah.
Specifically, I'll say the Batch 2 Jack 10-year is the winner of the day.
Yep.
All three are
By far.
very, very solid bourbons, but none of them had the bang. There's no big
No.
reveal. There's no wow. They're just solid. That's what they
They're
are.
good.
They made a good whiskey. Is it worth the money? That's up to you.
Mhm.
It's worth what it is to you with this stuff, and if you collect them, then it's invaluable. So.
Definitely.
With that being said, at the end of every episode, if you made it this far, I hope you made it this far so you can see the last rating. Or if you just skip through to every rating, go for it. Please subscribe to the channel. It really does help us. We just hit 300 subscribers. It took us 3 years, so we're averaging 100 subscribers a year.
Yeah.
Not great, but we're having fun doing it. And please comment on the video with any Jack Daniels fun facts you'd like to add, or anything that you'd like to correct from what we said. Like I said, we're not like through and through Jack Daniels guys. I enjoy collecting the bottles, but I'm not all up and up on the history.
Yeah.
So, and then number 3, please just like the video if you like the video. With that being said, everybody have a great week. Drink responsibly and go out there and grab some Jack Daniels.
Cheers.